Before I get into the topic of this video, just bear with me, we're gonna get there. Ain't it fucked up what we do to each other? We desensitized to foul ways. Look at our culture, and when I say our culture, I'm not even talking about battle rap. I'm talking about as people. Look at what we provide to each other. RBE has helped people in rent situations, lawyer situations, bail money, helping their kids out, pay their mortgages, their rent, all types of shit. And we eat as well. These are the type of things that these battle rap platforms and leagues and entities are providing for each other, even media. You know how much money media can make on a YouTube channel by doing interviews and blogs? I know, I'm behind the scenes. I know I have a channel. I know I watch analytics. There's a lot of money and opportunity to be made, and we're able to better each other's lives. The stigmas are real, the stereotypes are real. Where we come from lacks opportunity, and we come up to certain places where we now have thousands of dollars at our feet for what? Rapping, promoting, doing videos, providing entertainment to fans around the world. It don't get much better than that sometimes. You know how many battle rappers don't want to have a regular job because this right here is living a dream?
If this is what you choose to do, nobody's forcing you to do it. Take it and be responsible. If you're getting paid to do something that you love, show the fucking love back.
You know how many league owners are looking at their platforms like, wow, I own my own business. This is a dream. And we're all building this shit up. These opportunities are beautiful. Too much pride, too much egos, all this competition and spite and hate and jealousy towards the next man. You know, jealousy is such a disease that there's even people that don't know they're infected with this shit. It's just part of their character. It's just they see something that they like or that they want, or that they'd rather be in that position, or they wish that that energy was theirs, or maybe you jumped in front of them, whatever the case may be. And that shit just stays in their mental and in their subconscious. They don't even realize that they jealous. Sometimes you don't even need to. Everybody says the world is big enough for everybody to eat. I can't tell, because the way motherfuckers be acting, you would think we all fighting over the same peanut. It's sad, man. It's because me, I'm very introspective, I'm very smart, I'm very analytical, and I read the fucking matrix. Like it's easy to me to just read body language, read people, understand character, understand why people make certain moves and say certain things. I pick shit apart so easily. And I know the average person, their minds don't go there. So they may see some dumbass shit and just fall for it. Like some people, you could just tell them anything. We're not supposed to get desensitized to a point where we feel like this shit is regular. When we see things like canceled battles or somebody pulling out, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember one time I went at Tech 9 for that. You know, sarcastically, I was like, don't be talking no shit like, yo, you need to send back your deposit. Because RBE ain't accepting that in certain scenarios. In others, we're gonna work with people. We did on this previous card, multiple people. Y'all think only one. Y'all will never even hear about the other person. Why? Because it was just handled professionally and respectful, and it didn't impact the card like that. But we see some of this shit that goes on every fucking day in battle rap, and we're getting desensitized to it. Don't just accept every and anything. You know what I'm saying? Especially from people that you may idolize or look up to, or in positions of power. People that are in positions of power, they even get blind loyalty. They even get loyalty that is 100% tied to opportunity. I'm aware of all of this shit. I see people that bang they sets and all types of shit, knowing behind the scenes damn well, like, oh, he's saying that right now because he burnt his RBE bridge, or he don't get booked on King of the Dot, so of course he's gonna wave that. It's corny. We continue to support fuck shit. A battler could do fuck shit and get booked tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like RBE is one of the few that really stand on shit. I would love to be proven wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like we accept certain things, we let shit slide like the next man. But as far as really standing on your shit and pushing principles in front of money or opportunity, anything like that, sometimes I really do feel like we're one of few. You know how many league owners or bloggers or battlers have been on my phone with all types of complaints and stories and all types of shit? And I know they get a carrot dangled in front of them a week later, and it's a whole nother story again. League owners, battlers, bloggers, let me make it clear, every fucking layer of battle rap, I done heard and seen it all behind the scenes. But everybody Homer Simpsons into the bushes once it's time to collect a check, or once it's time to actually be real, or say what's right or what's wrong, or stand up for something. Everybody Homer Simpsons into the bushes. But to me, that's one of the definitions of fake. It's one of the definitions of fake. Because like, let's say let me use a RBE guy for example. Let's just say SHOWOFF, right? If SHOWOFF has certain morals and principles towards rare breed entertainment, let's say, you know, we saved his life at one point. None of this is true. I'm just giving you a fucking analogy. Let's say we saved his life at one point. You know what? Fuck it. Let's use some real shit. Let's talk about like when SHOWOFF was facing like 25 years, and a league owner was driving to Brooklyn from Staten Island and picking him up at his crib and driving him to the courthouses to make sure that he was there on time, and go through that situation and make sure that he could be helped as much as possible to maintain his freedom. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he provides a certain loyalty back to RBE because of that, right? Now, if RBE retires, and then all of a sudden, XYZ is his favorite league and the best league ever, but wouldn't that be fake? Organic tweets it a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? We both say that a lot. You know, first time I heard that, I heard from Chris Rock. A man is only as loyal as his options. I see people that are much smarter than that. Like, I keep good relationships, like let's say with all of the GOATs, all of the View Kings, whether it's Lux or Mook or Hollow or Hitman or Calico or even Surf. Behind the scenes, me and Surf always maintain good rapport, good conversation, save each other off, because you never know when we're going to work together. You never know when I might need Surf or he might need me. You never know. Keep all your bridges up. Some of you dumb motherfuckers are just so easily manipulated. I'm not even talking about just battlers, even fans. Easily manipulated. Just for capital gain. We need to wake up sometimes and just realize what the fuck we do to each other and how we all move, and some of the shit that we see on a daily fucking basis. Just be smarter. That's it. And I wish we lived in a fucking perfect world where even blogs like this are never dropped, are never released. Y'all probably think I enjoy dropping blogs like this. I haven't even gotten to the topic yet. I don't care if this is a long blog. Fuck it, I'm all the way back to 2012. Long ass blogs, I don't give a fuck. Y'all probably think I like dropping videos like this because I'm good at them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've never even seen RBE take offense on a single person in any scenario, whether it was a Queens Flip and Steam's blog, whether it was a Daylight blog, whether it was a Response to Math Hoffa going at King Lowe's, whether it was a URL related blog, or you don't see us taking offense on people. You see us responding to shit that happens to RBE. Why would we be out here just playing with people and trying to fuck people over? You know what I'm saying? I gotta live in the same world as y'all. Like, that shit is dangerous, that shit is bad business, that shit is bad principles, bad integrity. We don't just play with people. We don't just fuck with people. We don't just bother people. It's never been our character. We respond. We men. We got 10 toes just like anybody else. We're not suckers. We cut from a similar cloth that people act like they cut from. Y'all think I take pleasure in recording videos like this? I fucking don't. I don't. The only thing I've ever done is defend Rare Breed Entertainment and myself. There's all types of shit that goes on that y'all allow, and that people obviously don't give two fucks about. Who's gonna stand up? People be on my phone talking shit, but in front of these cameras and microphones, everybody once again home into the bushes. Who's gonna stand up? We gonna stand up. Got to, right? Like, we built this shit since fucking 2013. You see this shit? See this shit? Like, shout out to the homie that brought this to me at the event. Once again, I appreciate the love. All this work just to allow nonsense. That was just a little bit of a vent. I could do shit like that all day because I have the thoughts, but once again, I know people aren't willing to even get on camera and say these type of things. I am, because I'm a man of principle and integrity. Am I perfect? No. But you'd be far-fetched to find too many people that stand on more principles and integrity in this fucking culture than me. And that's why we're going to talk about this topic right here. What up, what up, what up? It's your boy ARP. Rare But Entertainment is the movement. Back another blog for y'all. Talked all that shit in the beginning of the video, and then I'm gonna do an introduction like I wasn't just here for 20 minutes. Once again, salute to homie for the love on the t-shirt coming through the event. Somebody else gave me some Yaktown bands. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all could read this, but the band says, "You mad, nigga? I'm glad, nigga." So this was somebody that was in the building, I guess had some merch or whatever going on, some stuff going on for Ill Will. And of course I got my Hope band on. I hope y'all can see that. Hopefully y'all continue to catch on to the fact that the battlers are wearing pink wristbands, not just because they have stage access. I love shit like that on the RBE channel, as that history remains as a part of our reputation, a part of our legacy, a part of our history. I'm real glad that shit like that, like awareness factors, things that affect so many people and so many families in this world, are stapled on our channel, whether y'all even know it or not. Okay, first point. We're gonna maintain a theme of,
do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it?
Let's keep that. Let's keep that, because I know there are a lot of mental midgets out there, and there's also a lot of smart people out there. Let's talk to people that have a little bit more common sense. Okay? Challenges, are they only public? Do I only need to verbally say to this man, yo, what's up? We need this 5 minutes. Is that the only way that I can challenge somebody to a fight? Can I screw face him across the room and say that, yo, in a way, I'm trying to call him out? Can I bump him and shoulder check him on purpose and instigate a fight because that's really, I'm trying to set it off? You know what I mean? Are there so many ways I can start a fight? Does it all have to be verbal? Does it all have to be public? Of course not. But depending on who you ask, you know, in my opinion, I would say 2014, it was issued. And I got a lot of records, and I have a lot of files, and I have a lot of points towards why it goes back to 2014. The history is there. Let's just talk about from 2018 leading into the MACKK versus Verb event. Because once again, only an idiot or somebody with a clear agenda that's bullshitting or biased would assume that a fucking challenge has to come publicly or verbal. In this particular blog, I am going to use a lot of old shit that I've already said, and for some people, me re-explaining it now is a breakdown if you didn't catch it then.
They didn't really say nothing. You didn't really say nothing, but I guess you displayed more, especially when you was like, okay, URL versus RBE.
Hopefully that was clear for y'all, leading into the whole Pound, Rare Breeze versus SM7 shit or whatever. Not that platforms need to challenge each other, but there's a lot of things that happen that put people a little bit more in competition than they need to be sometimes. So, I mean, for the people with short memories, it wasn't like, oh, you know what, they have a card that's close to ours, so let's just jump out there and say Pound, SM7 versus Rare Breeze. That's not what happened. So the whole 818 thing, and once again, I don't have access to that channel. You know what I'm saying? I want to assume that somebody that has some type of rank would have the password to that channel. People are starting to hear more about the behind the scenes stuff. We never went public with it.
Well, MACKK just jumped out the window.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, RBE has never gone public with all of this. We took a higher road and a more positive road. Right? The last straw, other than all the behind the scenes shit publicly, was when a lot of fans also felt that, you know, there was that little troll, that little 818 thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, with the misprint.
It kicked up a lot of dust up. There was so much talk about that.
This could be a typo or a troll. But as far as it says, right, it says August 18th. That's the same day as Murder MACKK and Verb. Same day.
It could have been a troll. It could have been a fear tactic. It could have been just testing the water to see how RBE would react. It could have been testing the water to see how the fans and the culture, the bloggers would react. It could have been an accident. You know what I'm saying? It could have been all types of shit. But once again, to us, being that we're not, you know, stupid, 6-7 years of coincidences ain't no fucking coincidence. So at that point, we clearly understood that at whatever capacity, RBE is some type of objective. I don't care whether small or big. Either way, we are on the radar for this event that's coming up, and there's going to be certain energies coming towards it. So you couple that with a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes. Once again, RBE never put any of that stuff out. We never mentioned anything about Should. Pat did. We never mentioned anything about Math and Geechee. Math did, you know what I'm saying? The other one that people are speaking about, we never mentioned it, even just now, because I don't hear too much spoken about. I didn't say it just now. Now that right there, that was the second move towards RBE during this promo run of Mook is back, all right? Now, I stayed politically correct. We took the higher road. We didn't try to get messy or none of that shit. Y'all have never heard this coming from my mouth, and it's been over a year. The Mook event was August 2018. We're now, what, March 2020. Y'all never heard me say none of this. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I have recent motivations to even get back to this, to show y'all that we are giants behind the scenes. To show y'all that there's always stuff coming our direction. So if y'all ever see me take a shot or hear me speak out, y'all don't think that it comes from left field. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do your history and just realize that this fucking guy ARP ain't crazy, he ain't stupid, he ain't random, and he ain't a troublemaker. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about 3 battles that were disrupted on that card. Now don't get me wrong, you can't fully blame a league for that. You really just gotta blame a battler, the person that signed your contract. 8 times out of 10, that's the person that will end up on the lawyer's table. You know what I'm saying? What were those battles? Damn, we had Mook and Verb. We had King Los versus Daylight at the time. Shout out to Daylight, man. You know, we had a big misunderstanding over that situation, but we've spoken a million times since then. But King Los versus Daylight. We had Pat Stay versus Shotgun Suge. A battle that went down after that. But we had that battle contracted and paid for. Okay? Something happened behind the scenes over that battle. We had Math Hoffa versus Geechee Gotti. That battle was on the card instead of Ill Will versus Big T. Alright? There was a problem with that. Once again, contracted and paid for. 100% legitimate business handled on the RBE side. The third one was Iron Solomon versus Old Red. Another battle that y'all saw come after the Rare Breeds event. Alright? So believe me when I tell y'all that a lot of battles happen off of RBE. You know, I'm very confident that we can push for certain battles and they'll happen one way or another. That's how y'all got Lux versus Verb. Yes, I said it. That's how y'all got Lux versus Verb, because it was sitting there for like, what, 20 years? Nobody cared about it? So this is behind the scenes shit. This was the point of that troll blog, saying that once again, we all speak in high volumes. Whether it's verbal or public or behind the scenes or done quietly with like a Jay-Z type of tactic, just keep up and pay attention. Okay? So when you look at that card on paper, it really was going to be one of the best cards of all time. We're getting told, well, this just happened, or this is going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of confirmed facts. And I don't need to be, but I'm still being politically correct by trying not to throw all of this stuff, you know, out there. Because right now, we just had one of the best nights in battle rap history.
That's a fact.
And nobody could take that from us. Mook's return after like 5 years. It looks like it's impossible to get him into the ring. The GOAT, the King versus Averb. King Los returning from the industry versus Daylight. Pat Stay versus Shotgun Suge. Math Hoffa versus Geechee Gotti. Old Red versus Iron Solomon. Shit, what else did we have that was locked in? Like that card was so huge. What's some of the other battles that was on there? I can't even fucking remember. That fucking card was so huge. There was so much that started happening once we started that rollout behind the scenes. People know. People know. People have said it.
Cause there was some other battle rap niggas that Smack was paying them not to be on the card.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Yeah. I just tell niggas what it is, man. Hey, a couple battle rap niggas told me, I'm telling, hey, bro, me, listen. Smack, like I said, Smack don't know what kind of business I got going on. Me and him cool, we cool. Don't chill out. Don't run away. Don't run away. We cool. But it's obvious that my son is doing competition, and anything that I'm on, if you want to compete with anything this is bigger than just being Averb, man. This, like, you want to compete with something I'm on that possibly people could watch me and not for my brand, and you trying to take away from that. Now we in direct competition, line of sight. So battle rappers told me that Smack was paying them money, saying, are you on that card? I'll give you more money if you don't be on that card. to come be on this card. And that's why this shit fucked up. That's all I'm saying to you. Battle rappers told me this out their own mouth, man. Like, yo, Mook, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Mac is giving me more. He paying me extra.
Let's just say all coincidence, you know, you got August 11th and August 18th. Now that point right there, that was related to the third thing that we saw, energy coming towards us minding our business and just making a card and doing something incredible for the fucking culture. That was the third thing. The volume card. I don't know who created that flyer. I don't know who started that promotion. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to point fingers, but many of us did see the volume card August 4th flyer come out. Okay? And I have battlers that have spoken to myself and people behind the scenes telling me that the time range of when they was booked was kind of last minute. You know what I'm saying? As if there was plans for August 4th and then all of a sudden things changed until the week before the Rare Breeds card. I don't want to really put that accusation out like that. And I got battlers that are saying things behind the scenes. Of course, they're not going to say any of this shit publicly. I get it. We spoke about that type of shit already. But that was like the third thing right there. All of this shit. You didn't see me get messy. You didn't see me start, oh, fuck yeah. None of that. We took the higher road. What was that higher road? I gave the formula to that in that first blog. You know, I said basically the reasons why, and then I go on my Instagram and I put up the Rolling Stones cover. That's still on my Instagram to this day. Do you see the caption? It's saying we can welcome that then. Because of the 818 troll or whatever, mistake, whatever it was. We were like, you know what? The higher road to this shit is spinning all of this shit into promotion. If all of these behind the scenes moves and the things that the battlers is telling us and the 818 and the 3 battles that had issues behind the scenes, or even the volume card possibly being changed, that whoever made that flyer, you know what I'm saying? If all of this is coincidence, cool. Either way, we're going to turn it into promotion. We're just going to say SM7 versus Rare Breeds. And let's be clear, I'm only addressing this and doing a blog on this because it's beneficial to RBE. Some of y'all are actually smart. You're not mental midgets, and you caught that.
I say ARP tweet, yo, I welcome them. Let's make this the best day in battle rap history. I welcome them August 18th. But have you ever heard of gambling with the casino?
Oh, shit.
He's talking shit.
I seen that. I seen that. I seen that.
Wow. So he's dropping hints in his tweets. He's dropping hints in his tweets, man.
Read the captions.
What's that?
The picture ARP put up.
What it say?
The biggest thing in battle rap. The biggest showdown in battle. Remember when 50 Cent and Kanye dropped on the same day?
Do you fools listen to music or do you just skim through it?
Let's go to that clip now. It's going to be beneficial to all of us. Why? Because only a mental midget would think that RBE could be shut down or one event is a make or break type of situation. I guess because we called Mook, we put the houses up. And this right here was just for like the idiots or the slower people that just jump out the window immediately. It's happened before. You know what I'm saying? UFF is going on. King of the Dot, RBE, Guerrilla Warfare, UW, you guys are all done. UFF is going down. Total Slaughter just came. Eminem, Shady, Slaughterhouse. Yo, King of the Dot, URL, RBE, you're all done. It's over. This time, fast forward, this time around, again. A Drake tweet, a Drake endorsement, a new platform called Caffeine that you guys never even heard of, and then all of a sudden everybody rushes to create profiles on follow me. You motherfuckers don't even use the platform to go live when you got a monetized YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? like again, right there, RBE, you're done. Drake, Caffeine, blah blah. This clip right there was for that type of purpose. Because there was so much behind the scenes stuff and then that little 1818 or 818 thing or whatever. Right. You know, we just said we might as well be the first platform to make a public competitive challenge like that. And then we'll feed off of each other.
David and Goliath. Blood, sweat, and tears.
Blood, sweat, and tears. We'll feed off of each other. RBE has even brought a blood, sweat, and tears to a league level. Did y'all catch that? Did that go over y'all heads? Let's start with the concept that y'all seen us bring into the game. That you've seen us push. Okay? What happens if a Oops beats O-Red? What happens if you have a judge battle between Jims and Averb and Jims wins? What happens if Showoff goes crazy with Arsenal? or Big K, and it's all these blood, sweat, and tears type of situations that we've done. What happens? Fast forward at a league level. What happens if Rare Breeds is an epic card and SM7 is the worst event of the year? What happens? Perception-wise, behind the scenes. But perception, what happens? What happens if the Get Back is one of the best events of 2020 and Genesis is horrible? What happens? Whether you realized it or not, we even did league blood, sweat, and tears. Because we're the smaller league. We're just the little guys. We're little old RBE. URL is light years ahead of everybody, right? They can sell water at the beach. They could just do whatever they want any given Saturday. RBE can't, right? We're just the small guys. And we even BST'd the fucking leagues. Let's not get any of this shit twisted. This is not an attack by far. This is, again, a response. Defense. Putting up, we're on defense. Minding our business 99.9% of the time. You just watched it happen. Behind the scenes, you know how much I could say about February 29th? That I'm not saying, I continue to try to take the higher road along with the people that are behind me that represent Raving Entertainment. Higher road. We're just people that love battle rap. We're just people that love being entrepreneurs. We're just people that love building our company and putting it out to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's a proponent of this drama and this bullshit that happens in this culture or any culture. Nobody's backing. I'm not backing that. My people ain't backing that. We're not here for that shit. We're not endorsing it. We're not looking forward to it. We're not asking for it. I understand that things are going to come naturally because it's just simply who you are. I remember that all the way back to fucking 5th grade. But that's not how the world works. It doesn't matter if you're looking for it or not, or asking for it or not. That shit comes your way regardless. Especially if you're doing the right thing. Especially if you're successful. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a threat or whatever. You know, I'll take that shit back to fucking 5th grade. None of this shit surprises me, my nigga. Like, none of this shit. You got people that have come off the porch in battle rap. That's not us. I get it. I understand that. You know what I mean? If you are doing anything that's visibly attractive, whether right or wrong, jealousy, hate, competition, adversity, all that shit is gonna come your way. It's the world that we live in. It sucks. You would think that people would concentrate more on just doing them. There's certain people in the culture that got sand at the beach that they can give out $50, $40 a pop, and they'll still be worrying about other people, whether a battler or a blogger or league owners, still worried about other people. Hypothetically, if you got endorsements on heavyweight fights, this is just an analogy, y'all. You got endorsements on heavyweight fights, caffeine promotion, Drake, and this is the biggest rapper in the world. You got all of this major shit going on for you. Snake Eyes shouldn't be something that you're worried about. Snake Eyes shouldn't be getting no text message or no call about Rosenberg Raw. Unless we are 50 times fucking bigger than we think we are. Maybe that's the case. Because if I got Drake promoting me, I don't got time to fucking contact a Danny Myers or Snake Eyes or anybody about anything. I'm so focused on what I got going on that could maybe make me $1 million next fucking weekend or whatever. I don't give a fuck about RBE. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I mean, and even still, I'm withholding a lot of shit from behind the scenes. I'm not saying, I'm trying so hard not to be messy and into that shit. I know I'm one of few, unfortunately, that is willing to defend themselves like this. You know, I see a lot of people that go through this types of shit, go through fuck shit, go through bullshit, and they will stand right there in the fire and just wait for the next slap across the face. They don't even want to speak up for themselves. Now the next clip I'm gonna play, this ain't a shot. This ain't trolling. This is not being sarcastic. I'm not trying to talk shit towards anybody or any platform. Okay? But once again, trying to be positive and take the high road and just say it's competitive marketing because you've seen RBE do it before. I'm not being a hypocrite. I showed you the reasons why we did the SM7 pound, SM7 versus Rare Breeds, to make it competitive marketing and just try to turn a negative into a positive, despite all the bullshit that was happening. All right? And this is a clip that obviously shows that I'm not the only person that believes in this type of concept.
Tell us about the competitive marketing that you guys go. Is it competitive marketing? Can we call it that?
Man.
Is it all in good sport?
What do you mean by competitive marketing? Explain what that means.
Competitive marketing between brands, you know.
Like how? What way? Explain specifically what you mean. Like, what's an example of competitive marketing?
I'll use your term. When you see the other guys having a post about the other guys, and then you, Eric Beasley, at least that's the guy I know,
right.
Drops a URL trailer or drops URL footage in the middle of those comments. Is it competitive marketing? Or
I mean, the ideal of promoting and marketing is to put yourself, your brand, your advertisements in front of eyeballs of your consumer. So if I go into unbiased Facebook or 720 or Angry Fan and I spam every post, I'm spamming every post where there are people engaging in battle rap conversation. So it is not me specifically targeting any one person or league to piss anyone off. I don't care about that. I care about URL. I'm worried about my business and our business and what we're doing. I can't be concerned with what someone else is doing. You know, I am only for myself. The competitor has to market themselves and to work hard to themselves. And it's good competitive marketing because if they decide to drop things in mind, people engage, they hype, they mention the names, and that's what this is all about. It's one big promo run leading up to the show. So if you want to call it competitive marketing, I would gladly accept that name because if I can utilize my competitor to make my business and movement stronger, then yes, it is competitive marketing, and I gladly wear the hat.
You can think that one card is better than the other, but in many cases you were saying them together. And that's all we cared about. Shout out to every battle rapper. I don't care if you're just a killer for hire. I don't care if you call yourself a URL battle rapper, RBE battle rapper, a King of Dot battle rapper, a Bullpen Bull. It doesn't matter. Shout out to all y'all, because if you're all faced with good opportunity from good people, credible platforms, credible owners or whatever, we should all be getting money together. So shout out to all battle rappers, man. I don't care even if you think that you need to stand with some type of RBE, URL, division, whatever. I don't care if you've been mind-fucked. I don't care if you've been manipulated. I don't care. Salute to you, man. I have no angst towards any battle rapper at all. Shout out to all the media, all the bloggers, whether you said some fuck shit out of direction, whether you played into some dumbass narrative that either you didn't understand or maybe you just had it out for RBE at the moment. Fuck with all y'all. Shout out to all the media. Shout out to every league. I would like to support every league. We're not going to try to take money out of people's mouths. You know what I'm saying? There's people in here feeding families and shit.
Everything, man.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, people that turn around and talk about black business this, black business that. You know, I can't tell. You know what I'm saying? So.
Say that again? RBE, respect before everything.
I buy streams. I used to go to every event. This game just be so whack at times that I'm like, I don't even want to go to events as much as I used to. Like, it's just gotten disgusting behind the scenes. But I'd rather just support every league. I'd rather just support every league. Shout out to URL. Why not? We got a lot of respect for them as a platform and as a league. But, you know, this type of stuff we say out of defense.
One thing I must say through all of that negative and positive is still put a whole bunch of light back on battle rap the way it's supposed to be.
That's a fact.
From the competitive side to the fans getting involved. So at the end of the day, we always gonna try and turn a negative into a positive.
Trying to be good people. Trying to actually maintain integrity and principles in a game where you can be successful having zero of that. You can make it to be one of the best and most praised battle rappers with no integrity, no principles, bad business, all types of shit. It's not an easy culture to keep your sanity in. But we trying, brick by brick.